What's going on, ladies and fuckboys? Today I'm bringing you a little Ermac tutorial. Basically, it's kind of like a combo guide, but it's also showing you what Ermac can do, what you want to use against certain characters, what's safe, what's not. So, like basically his startups and stuff. So let's get right into it. So Ermac, he's pretty low tier. He doesn't really have safe stuff. He does have this, which is 0 on block. And since he has a 6 frame, I think this is called a down 1. I'm not good with the lingo. I think this is a down 1. It's 6 frames. So, yeah, its startup is 6, which means it's very fast. So, they have to hold this and then this, which basically gives him this all day. And they can armor out of it. I think that's the only way to get it, but I think you can backdash it, or if your poke is fast enough, I think you can poke out of it. But I think it's only because I have to be like very slow on it. So let me just put him to block real quick. And reversal, I think that's his EX dash. No, it's not. Slippery slide, there it is. So as you can see, even if they try to punish it, I'm pretty sure reptile slide is one of the fastest punishing things you can do in the game. If I'm correct, it's very fast. As you can see, this is the only safe thing. It puts them to 0, so no one has the advantage, which kind of sucks. I feel like this should be plus, because I mean, I don't think there's really anything plus on this guy that he has. So if you do it, they can punish, and then you can hit him with that. Hit him. That's not safe. Poke. So, okay, let's get into his basic combo startups. Let's just turn this off. So his basic startups are his, I think this is forward 3 or forward 4, I'm not sure. And his back 3. This might be back 4. This might be forward 3. Again, I'm sorry. I don't know the lingo. You can see it on the left of the screen what it is. This is his low, his back A, and then his overhead's a forward B. If you're on PS4, just, I mean, the buttons A is at the bottom and B is on the right, so it's basically the same. So these are his startups where you can go into this and force ball, which grabs him, and you can just do anything you want. And his 4, I think it's a pretty decently fast overhead, but it is very, very, I think, not very, very punishable, but it's very punishable. It's minus 20, but its startup is 12. I think that's pretty fast for an overhead. I think Reptiles is 11, his little double overhead. I think that's pretty fast. Again, I'm not an expert on these games. I just know a lot. I just know a couple things on these characters. And what was his down A? Yeah, this is actually safe. I didn't actually know that. This is safe, but its startup is minus 13, and it's pretty safe. But that's not safe if they block that. So if they know this is coming, that is very unsafe. His ball, I think it's very, very negative. Yeah, it's minus 23, and its startup 17. So if they block this, they'll probably see that coming. You can do that, which is a double low, and it does hard knockdown. So if you do catch them with this and you don't trust yourself to hit the ball, or if they do block it, you can always save yourself by doing this, because they probably won't expect the double low. But again, I think that's also yeah, that's minus 10, so they can punish it. They can punish this, so it's a little risky. It's not as risky as this because they might not know it's punishable, but it's still a pretty good move to knock them down. And then you have, if they want to wake up, you can just block and then hit them back into this string. And if you do hit them with the last hit, you can sprint up, hit them with this 6 framer, and go back down. Or if you want, you can just go straight into this. But I think the startup, I don't know what the startup is on that back. Yeah, startup's 11, so this is the fastest thing. See how fast that goes? That's pretty fast. And see how slow that is compared to that? Like, that's instant. Let's go to, like, his overhead. Yeah, his overhead's pretty good. what I try to do is, it's pretty long too. Like, the thing is, you could start the game with the overhead. That's how long it is. I think you could take a little, no, you can't. If you take a little step back, it doesn't hit. But this thing, you could start the game with this. I think if they jump back, they get hit by it too. Oh, but if they jump up and you do it instant, you will get hit by it. And then you can just hit them with this. You can hit them up. Do a normal combo. That's 42%. And then you can run up, hit them with this 6 frame, and then go into this. If you want to be... if you do hit him with this and you trust yourself, because this is what the vortex starts. I didn't do the EX, but this is how the vortex starts. And teleport is very, very unsafe. I think it's about, I don't know what it is exactly. It's minus 17, so that's pretty freaking unsafe. So that's how the vortex starts up. This is how at least I might do my vortexes. And then you just do this, and then you can give them the low, or you can just go straight into this, which again puts them to a 0. And it also brings them into the corner if you vortex them. You get them right here. And if they get hit by this, that's corner. Ermac, his corner isn't that great. The combo is actually pretty hard, at least the combo I do, which is 44%. And I believe this is a hard knockdown. It doesn't look like it, actually. I'm not sure. But it's pretty good. It's just, you use 1 bar, and then you do that. It's kind of difficult, but you can pull it off if you try. You could also, if they do get hit by this in the corner, you can convert with the 6 frame. Kind of messing up here. Still messing up. There we go. And you can combo with that. There's a lot of things you can do with him. It's just all the stuff you can do with him is pretty unsafe. He's also got this. You can usually start the game out with this. You just jump back and levitate in the air. And usually they don't know it's coming. Most people don't really know that this is a low. Most people don't even know he has this because no one really uses this. But it's pretty damn good to get that first hit bonus. And then you're at this range. And no one can trade with Ermac. See, if he spits at me, I don't know if I can put him at spit. But he spits, I throw my ball at the same time, he gets caught. And the spit doesn't last that long. I can get stuttered by it, and I can just run up and just do whatever I want. I can put him into the corner, and then just mix him up. And for a really, really good mix-up game, you could easily block. He blocks this. Let me put him to block. And no reversal. See, you can mix them up. You can fake them out with this. Most people block low for this, even though it is a medium. So if you do get them, when they go low for this, you can also hit them with the overhead. So like you say, do this a couple times. They get hit by that. Oh, it's a low. Hit them with the overhead. You can always mix that in, but you got to be careful when you do mix it in, because if they do block it, it is, again, it's unsafe. It's minus 23, and you're punished. So, and that's a full punish. Unless they don't know it's punishable, but I mean, look how slow that looks. If you block that, look at that recovery frames. That's very slow. You could easily get punished by that. What else do I want to talk about? His teleport. His wake up teleport. Most people want to apply pressure to Ermac right away. So when they do knock you down, I like to wake up with this right away to see how they react to it. Because I can go overhead right after ball, and then I just jump in, overhead. Let me take them off block so I can show you. Okay. What? Alright. Yeah. And I go in. I don't really go into that. But, when I wake up with this, usually they're a lot closer. So I'm trying to get the... And you can... There's also this, which is it's this startup. It's this, but it's a down Y instead of just Y in general. It's a hard knockdown, and it's an overhead. So if you don't want to finish the combo, usually I finish the combo with that because it gets a little more damage in there. Instead of 6, it's about 8, I believe. Well, 9, but if you do something, yeah, it's about 8. It's a little more damage, and it does hit them a little farther away, but you can run up and hit them with the 6 frame, so it's not all bad. But, you know, this is also very, very good, especially in the corner. It's a very good hard knockdown. You get a free mix-up, unless they wake up. But most of the time, if you do expect a wake-up, this can stuff some wake-ups. It's pretty fast if you time it right. I've stuffed Reptile's claw a couple times, and it's very good. It can stuff a couple things. I don't know if it stuffs a lot because I haven't really tried, because most people don't really react to this. They kind of just hold it all the way and don't armor, and so I don't really expect it, so I don't block anything. I kind of just expect them to hold it until I get the free mix-up in, the 50-50. What else do we got? We got his... Oh. Out of this, you can also teleport out of this. So if you want, you know, you drop down. They see you up here. They expect the low. I don't think this is an overhead now. So this is kind of risky. You know, you can convert off it. And, yeah, he has that too. But this, no one really uses this. I mean, it's so easy to time. Maybe if you're in the corner, I could see you pulling off one of these wake-ups. And you just hold it. And then right when they get out of the corner, you hit them with a mix-up. But I don't use it very often because I don't really see it that useful. But, hey, some people can find it useful. So, I'm not one to judge. If you want to use it, go ahead. I personally don't use it, but, you know, more power to you if you do use it. He has a lot of strings that lead into this overhead, like that. That leads over. This leads to overhead. This leads to over. Well, this doesn't lead to overhead. Well, it kind of does. Yeah, it does lead to overhead. This is also one of his best tools. He's down A. I say I don't know the down 4 or down 3. And they actually made this a low, but this is so much better. This is so good. It's so far, too. It's so far. For a poke, I mean, that's pretty far. Like, look how far that is. That's pretty far. And it keeps going. I don't know the correct distance. Oh, that's very far. That's like right about here. Look at that spacing. So that's like you could backdash, and his backdash is very good. It puts him so far away. Like when you start off the game, you could backdash. Look how much space you get. And if they try to trade with you, you're gonna win the trade unless it's Sub-Zero or something that holds you into place. You're most likely gonna win the trade if you get it off. You can always break the ball too if you need to. Like say you're not gonna be able to run in. You can get in here. You can get into the little mix-up. This ball is very good. You can do a lot of things with it. You can get the mix-up in. Get the hard knockdown. Hit him with another mix-up. Put him in the corner. Hit him with another mix-up. Obviously that's not gonna. You have to have 3 balls, 3 souls to capture them. To capture them in the ball. He also has this. I don't use it very much. I think it's actually... I don't think it's safe, but I think it's pretty good. Yeah, it's -9. It's... Some people might not see that as punishable unless you throw the ball out. Because you can't combo into that. And most people probably don't think this is punishable. Even though it does recover very short, especially if they're on block. That's safe. I believe that is safe. The double X move. That is safe. Yes, that is +2 actually. That I think is the one safe thing. The one positive thing he has. Oh, he has this too. Oh, well, I mean. I think, what is that? How far does that push him on block? Actually, you can't do the second one. Yeah, they have to hold that. See how he, like, backs up a little? Like, gets stunned? You have to hold that. But, well, other than that, he doesn't really have much safe stuff. So that kind of makes him pretty low tier since this game's all about safe. Like, you do a string, it's safe. So you have to hold another mix-up. Like Tanya, you have to hold it. You have to hold that block button. You can't press buttons. You have to know when the right time. You have to guess. This game is pretty technical when it comes down to it. So that's why Ermac, I feel like they need to add some. He has the damage. He has the damage. I don't think they need to buff him in the damage. I feel like they just need to give him some safe stuff. Even if they get rid of his damage a little bit, like, they really need to do something with the character because he's not that good. I like him. He's my main, my favorite character in the game. I don't like how he's floating though, but you know, it's not really my choice. But the video is pretty long right now. We're about 15 minutes, so I'm gonna wrap it up with this last thing. This is the one thing I just learned that I just started using. It's actually pretty good. A double overhead. Most of the time, people are gonna stop. They're gonna not block after this. They're gonna block this and then stop. They're gonna try to hit you. So you can do that, and that's a double overhead. They will get hit by that most of the time because people will stop holding that. You can even EX it, but you can't really. I don't think you can get anything out of it. In the corner, I know you can. In the corner, you can get something out of that. If I can just, I would put us in the corner, but for time's sake, I'm just gonna do it real quick. And okay, fuck it. We're gonna end out there. So thank you first for watching. If this did help you with your Ermac or playing against them at all, please like. And if you have a comment to tell me how to get better, if you guys have any suggestions to get better with this player, I open anything. So comment down below and please subscribe.